For some people wanting to make arrangements, funeral arrangements, making decisions about burial or cremation, a church or a temple or a mosque, making sure they know what the rituals are, they want to do that now. They want it, the minute they're thinking about it, they want it to happen, even if the death isn't going to occur for quite a while. One, it gives them a sense of control. It gives them actual information. And for some people, it gives them a sense, I want to get this all done now, so I have time as my child is dying to be with my child and not have to think about these things.
I decided very shortly after Brooke's diagnosis, I wanted to make her arrangements. I knew that that was not something that I wanted to wait to do. That's again, just another personal choice. A lot of families can't imagine doing that right away. They have hope that a cure will come and they'll never have to go through that process. But for me, I wanted her arrangements made. I wanted to know that they were taken care of. I did not want to have to think about that at the time when she passed. And so I made the personal decision to have Brooke cremated because that's what I want to have for myself. So I went through the process of going to the funeral home and that horrible situation. That was not an easy thing to do. And then I started wavering. You know, you go through this period of just, am I making the right decision? Nothing's set in stone. You know, I can change this. Do I want to have her buried? Do I want a place where Jake and I can go and sit and talk to her and decorate? And I couldn't decide. Because who can decide? Who can decide where to put your child? And if you're not a religious person like myself, it's not just a vessel, you know, to me. It's Brooke. It's my daughter either, you know, and there's no good choice.
And for other people, it's completely the opposite. I'll worry about those things when the time comes. I'm going to spend time with my child now, and I'm not going to deal with those, or I'm going to let somebody else manage those. It doesn't mean people aren't thinking about them, but they don't feel the need to actually make those arrangements.
So the logistical things of funeral planning and all of that kind of stuff, I avoided for quite a long time. What I did realize in the last month was that I wasn't going to be able to make these decisions until he was gone, and I was okay with that. But that people were going to keep asking me, which was difficult. So I designated somebody else to field those questions. And that person also would be the person to call the funeral home when it was time, so I didn't have to do that. And I think that released me from a huge burden of having to continuously think about that, because I didn't want to. I wasn't ready. I didn't want to. I really didn't have any clue what I would feel at that time.
Everybody needs to do what feels right to them. It can be complicated if one parent is in one place and another parent is in another. So having a conversation, and again, sometimes with a third person, but sometimes this is where division of labor actually works really well, that if one parent really needs to do this and the other parent doesn't want to but is okay with it being done, it's an opportunity for both sets of needs to be met. But there isn't a right way to do this.